Hi there, and welcome to Harmonizing Your Horse's Health. We're here today at the Equine Affair in Columbus, Ohio, with Stacy, the creator of Equilite horse products. And today we're going to talk about flower essences, which sometimes can be confusing because they don't create any problems with your horse. And if he needs them, he'll use them. And if he doesn't, no big deal. Stacy, can you tell us a little bit about flower essences, how they're made, how to use them, when do we know if we need them or not, those kinds of things?
Hi, Amy. Flower essences were originally invented years ago by Dr. Edward Bach over in England, and he had realized that behind a lot of physical ailments within the body there was emotional components. So he set out on a path to research and investigate what flowers could do, and he identified 38 original plants, which were the beginning of an entire line. There's now thousands of different flower essences that have been made. They're originally made like a sun tea, where you take the flower itself, put it in some distilled water, and let it soak. The flowers are removed, so that's why they call it the essence of flowers, because there is nothing of the original substance in the water itself. Okay. Flower essences are used very differently than herbs. Herbs deal more with the biochemical components in the body and the interactions, where the flower essences deal with emotional aspects within the animals.
Do they change the chemistry of the body even though they're still dealing with the emotion?
They work very differently. They're not contraindicated in any protocols. They will not test. They do not. So they're more homeopathic in nature, okay, with the way they interact in the body. And what we usually tell people is, when you're looking at the flower essences, look at the issue and the challenge that you're trying to work with. Don't look at the animal. Flower essences can be used with all animals, any age, any size, any shape. It really is what problems and challenges they're trying to face.
How would you identify a problem? For instance, how do I know that my horse is having an emotional problem versus a physical problem?
Well, you can usually tell by their attitude changes, emotional upsets. If you're dealing with an animal that has been rescued, they're most likely dealing with some issues of abandonment and abuse. And we have an essence called Angel of Mercy that deals specifically with those issues. What the flower essences will do is they'll help the animals interact with you better, with less resistance, and therefore they yield to you and what you're trying to communicate to them, which in turn makes your life easier, and it makes their life easier as well.
How do I know how to dose? Do I give them a whole bottle? How much is a dose, and how often?
Actually, you don't really need to use very much. We do have specific guidelines that we'll suggest based upon animal size. If a behavior is continuing, we will suggest to people increase the frequency that you use the remedy. Don't necessarily increase the amount that you're using.
Okay, so we can give it more often, but the same amount each time.
Correct. And the best way that we suggest to people to use the flower essences is in their water. Do not put it in their food. That's the least effective way for it to be ingested. On cats, you can rub it on their ears. You can drop it on their paws and let them naturally lick it that way. On the horses, you can actually rub it right on their withers into them. But the best way that we suggest is through the mucous membranes of the mouth.
All right, very good. Well, you can see that we have quite a few examples of some of the flower essences here. And if you contact Equilite through their website,
you can either contact us through www.equilite.com, arenas.com, or botanicalanimal.com. There's information on all of them.
Okay, thank you very much. And that's how we can harmonize your horse's health.